Hi everyone, I'm just going to run you through the samples distribution test script. It's slightly different to the ones that we've completed beforehand. It's had full review by IT and global quality, and we just need to make sure that we complete it as per the rules for completing a Norgine official test script. So I'll just scroll through the document. Everything that's in yellow will be kind of additional to what you've recently had to be putting in. So I've just highlighted it where you'll need to enter some data or change some data. So I'll just scroll down here. Okay, the objectives of this test script are there's 4 tests that we're going to complete: setting up samples lot, distributing samples whilst in a call, sample transfers, so that's returns, adjustments, and transfers to other users, and then the sample recall report, so we can just track our samples that be sent out or damaged. Okay, on this page, I just need you to fill in your name, signature, job title, and put in the date. The signature, please just type this in rather than inserting an image, please. Okay, and for each test protocol, there's a summary of what the test is going to do. All you need to do is just fill in the yellow fields here, and then you can start beginning the test. So this one we're setting up a samples lot as the back office user. So this is online. So just follow the steps to create your sample lot. One thing to note here, just make sure that the product and the sample are called this Ferrocru sample, because that's the product that's set up within the catalog that's marked as a sample. If you choose anything else, it won't filter through to the iPad. So just set it up as per these instructions. When there's a data setup stage or a migration step, you don't need to put in any signatures or anything like that here. So just complete all this. Okay, and then step 3, you'll be logging in to the online as Nina, and on her My Samples tab, she'll, within a section of sample receipts, there'll be a pending sample which you just need to confirm the amount of 30. If that works, then just say yes and then just give it a pass. What we'll also need you to do is provide a screenshot of that confirmation. So once that you've clicked save, the screen will show you that you've got that sample lot. So do a screenshot on the iPad, and then what I've also sent you in the email will be a Word document, an additional attachment Word document. So this just allows you to paste the screenshots within each section. So script number 1 and step number 3, just simply paste it in there, the whole screen. Also just make sure you just change these yellow sections: country, your name, and the date of execution. And you'll see that I've just added all the steps that require screenshots. So all you need to do is just paste them in here. You don't need to add anything else. So going back to the script, if all of that is complete and passed, you can just type in here pass. Just type in your name, your signature, and today's date, or the date of that you're running the test. If you have any comments regarding any of the steps, just type in the step number here and add comments in here rather than actually typing in any of this section here. Okay. The next step is to verify the functionality of distributing samples to customers during a call. So again, just fill in the yellow sections. This step here is not actually a requirement for us, so please ignore it. So step 2, on the iPad, you're logging in as Nina. Make sure you do a synchronize, because you may already have signed in but not synchronized. Just make sure you do that. And then you need to go to My Accounts, find Carlos, and click on the handshake icon. Scroll down until you see the product for discussion, and add Ferrocru there. I think it's product detail priority, actually thinking about it. Scroll down further once added Ferrocru to samples, and choose the Ferrocru. Make sure you choose a Ferrocru sample, and then choose your lot that's been allocated to you with a quantity of 20. Try and click at the top. There's like a pencil icon, click sign, and you should get an error message saying that you're not allowed a quantity of 20. We need an image, a screenshot of that. So whack that in the Word document. And again, if you get the error, that means it's a yes, it's a pass, because that's what we want to see. If you don't get an error, then that will of course be a fail. So so that's errored out. So what you want to do is go back to the call report screen, go back down to the samples and materials and change sample quantity of 2. You should then get, when you click when you click on the sign button at the top of the screen, you should be presented with the like the form to get the signature. Please don't enter a signature. Sorry, I just changed something to do not enter a signature. Sorry. So yeah, so when you're on the signature screen, don't put in a signature, just go straight away and click accept. What we're looking for here is that an error appears saying that you must enter a signature before clicking accept. So then all you need to do is just, once you've got that screenshot, click OK, and then complete the signature, and then take a screenshot of that, and it will accept. So that's kind of, we're just trying to test for making sure the amount of samples given is within the limit of 2, which is what's been set up, and that it's verifying that a signature is present. So that's what these steps are aimed to take. Once that's successful, you then can go into online as Nina, go to the sample tab, and then click all view transactions, change the view to all transactions, and then just take a screenshot because you want to see the sample given is a quantity of 2 to Carlos. So just show a screenshot to show evidence that that's worked, and then overall test pass, etc. Test 3, we are doing sample return, sample adjustment, or sample transfer. So the first one we're doing is transferring. So we're transferring samples from a rep to another rep. So in this case, we're logging in as Nina, going to the samples tab, clicking on new transfer from Nina, filling all this information to Patrick, sales manager, enter it all in here, make sure you choose Ferrocruise sample, and then click submit. Then you need to log in, so log out, then log back in as a sales manager, which is Patrick, using the details here. Go to his sample tab, and then there should be a samples receipt waiting for him to accept. Select that, and then just provide a screenshot of that transaction. Number 3 is a return. So those samples that we've just received, we're going to return them to head office. So this is what this step is intended to do. So just doing a new return. So once that's done, click submit, and then you can view that transaction. On the view transactions screen, it gives you a list of all IDs, ST, etc. And then you can just click on the relevant one, and that'll expand into the full details where you can take a screenshot of that. And lastly, we are doing a damaged lot. So we're identifying some stock that's been damaged and destroyed. So log in as Nina, go to my samples tab again, click new adjustment, and then put it in a reason of damaged, when, why, what product, the lot, and how many were damaged. Click submit, and then go and view the transaction, find the record ID, and then take a screenshot of that detail. Okay, and then this is just the log to say that that test has either failed or passed. And the last one, we're just doing a audit report to check where all the samples have been distributed to, and also a a view where we can see all the destroyed, lost or stolen items. So again, summary of it, date and sign it. So log in as back office as Jenny, go to the all tabs, and then go and find reports. The screen will come up, and on the left hand side will be a load of folders. You need to find the folder called samples management, and then once you've clicked that, on the right hand side will be sample distribution by lot number. Don't really need to do much here, you just need to make sure that in the list that comes up that you can find your lot number. It should all be defaulted to this anyway, and then just make sure that yours is there, your initials. You can see that it's been sent to Carlos, quantity of 2, and you can see the transaction date and time. Just provide a screenshot of that. The last step here we've got is to view damaged, stolen and lost lot numbers. So we need to go to all tabs, back to my samples. At the top, within that section you've got view transactions, and you'll be able to then select the view at the top called damaged, stolen and lost lot numbers. Just make sure that you can find your record that was registered in the test number 3, step 5, which would be this one here. Just make sure that you've got that quantity of 3 and the reason of why. So once that's done, that's all the steps, all the test steps done. So you can just sign that off. So that step is done, signed. Okay. Once you've got all your screenshots in the Word document, just save that and just make a note of how many pages are in that Word document, and then just pop that number in there. And then I just need you to indicate on this summary sheet whether each test that we run was successful, so pass or fail. Just initial it and date it. If we get any failures, then we'll need to run the tests again once we've spoken with Eva to correct. We only need to run the ones where there's been an error. So, and I think, yeah, ignore the appendix. So that's completed, and then email it to me and Amjad. If you have any questions, just give me a shout. Thanks very much. Bye.